The Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing was a great example of in a gunfight between those two, everyone was cheering for the bullets. I mean, I don't think anybody looked like a hero. They both looked like what they are, which is humans, really flawed humans who had, it really is like that People magazine thing, stars, they're just like us, like we watched that and went like, oh yeah, they're just like us. Like they cannot keep it together. They cannot they just have these ridiculous toxic moments where both of them looked awful in that trial.
Well, what do you take away from that trial? Just given all the work you've done. I mean, for me, I don't know if you can speak to that. It's probably the first time I've seen that kind of a complicated relationship, even just to say a relationship laid out in this raw form.
Yeah.
Like the fights of a relationship.
Yeah. My feeling about that trial is there is no amount of money that would be worth laying that kind of stuff bare publicly.
For you, if you were Johnny Depp.
For me, yeah. There's no amount of money.
I don't know which.
Because they both look awful. They both look awful. And I don't think I'm qualified to say if one or both of them are awful. But they both had moments in that courtroom where their behavior and words looked awful. And I just don't know that exposing that to the world, I just don't know. I mean, I understand the point of view that by bringing that suit, Johnny Depp was saying, look, I have to show these awful things to the world about myself, but it's not as bad as what she's claimed I've done. Mm-hmm. So I get it. I'm not saying that's incorrect. And for Amber Heard, I think her response is, well, for him to say I'm lying, I have to prove but my God, what a awful thing to watch. It was all it really is just another couple. There's how banal that is. Many
this kind of stuff happens a lot.
A lot. It's the norm. It's not the exception. They just happen to have a grand scale because they have lots of people around them and lots of money. But yeah, it's all that kind of dysfunction, that kind of chaos, that kind of he said, she said, two people with completely differing histories of what happened in the marriage, false allegations of domestic violence or true allegations of domestic violence that are completely denied by the person. And you have witnesses that'll say, oh my God, they never engaged in any kind of, because again, no one engages in domestic violence with company over. Mm-hmm. You don't invite friends. People always say, oh no, I saw them. They seem so happy. People always do this to me as a divorce lawyer. They come in and they go, well, here's photos of the kids, smiling with me. So that's proof that I'm a good dad. And I'm like, there's photos of Jeffrey Dahmer smiling with people he ate later. And you think these photos prove something? I don't, the lack of, I'm in the middle of a very complex domestic violence trial. And the entire defense on the other side is, well, we have photos of them on vacation where they look very happy, and she never called the cops. That's no defense at all. Mm-hmm. Most victims of intimate partner abuse don't call the cops. They don't self-identify as victims of domestic violence.
And they probably have many stretches of time of intense happiness or happiness.
Of course. And by the way, perpetrators of domestic violence are charismatic. How else would they get victims? It's not like if they were ogreish, no one would sign on for that relationship. It's that when they're good, they're so good that when they're bad, you go, but wait, no, that's not him. The really good person's him or her. We saw that in the public testimony of that, Depp Heard thing. There were moments where you look at her and go, oh my God, I want one just like that. And there are moments where you listen to the testimony and go, oh my God, she's awful. What? That's just evil.
Yeah.
And the same for him. So I really, this should teach us something about how not only are there two sides to every story, that there's just so much complexity and nuance to these relationships. But I think everyone was asking the question, whether you were Team Depp, Team Heard, or Team I could care less about either of these people. Everybody's looking at it going, why? Why 8 billion people in the world? Why did you stay together? Just break up. You're miserable. It's obvious. It's obvious you're not. This can't be worth it.
I've actually become friendly with Camille Vasquez, who's the lawyer on the Depp side. She's an incredible woman.
Great lawyer.
And just a great human being. Just how passionate she's about her work. I mean, you radiate this kind of same passion. She's just truly happy doing what she does.
Yeah.
And but also where the stress of a case it is takes on, like becomes her. You can't sleep, all this kind of stuff, which is fascinating.
I think that's a function of our professions. We even after 20 plus years of doing this, like the night before a trial, I can hardly sleep. And
Excitement, fear.
Yes.
Okay.
All of that. And I even have moments as I pull up to the courthouse and I listen. I wear certain cufflinks that are like my lucky cufflinks or something. And I pull up to the courthouse. I walk into the courtroom and I have this feeling in the pit of my stomach. And then it starts. And the moment it starts, something in me goes, oh yeah, I know how to do this.
Yeah.
And it's instantly like I own it. I love it. And it's the people that love this job, being a trial lawyer, being particularly a divorce trial lawyer, family law trial lawyer. I love it. I love it more than I loved it when I started doing it. I still, I can't imagine spending 5 days a week looking forward to 2. I love what I do. I don't know that I'll ever love anyone or anything more than I love the work.